Okay, traders, welcome to this presentation where I break down how to make money as a day trader or a prop firm trader using automated trading strategies. Now, if you're struggling to make money as a day trader in the financial markets, stick around because this event is going to be jam-packed with performance, results, and the exact rules that you're going to need to make it as a winning trader. Now, because this is a pre-recorded video, we want to be mindful of your time, which is why we pre-record these types of presentations so that you can watch them and you can replay them at whim so that you can get the most out of the details. Now, as an experienced trader, more importantly, I'm also a systems architect building strategies for the likes of retail traders, institutional traders, hedge funds, and family offices. I promise you, this is not going to be like a webinar or a video that you've ever seen before. Now, we're going to go into the details. This isn't going to be like a presentation you've probably seen where you're going to see a bunch of fluff and a bunch of filler slides and all that stuff that really bores me. I'm sure it bores you. We're just going to get right into results, strategies, performance enhanced, essentially signals. And I truly believe that if you give me 20 minutes of your time, I can give you a full-time career as a successful day trader. Now, we're going to talk about the CWAP Auto Trader. What is the CWAP? We're going to get into the details here in just a moment, but essentially what we're doing is we're looking at automating volume profile trend trading. And the reason this is so important is because it's the most simplest strategy you could ever learn. It's extremely consistent because volume and trend trading approaches are consistent every single day in the market. No matter what happens, you're going to have volume, and no matter what happens, you're going to have a trend on a specific time frame. But the key here is that this is a scalable solution. Nobody gets into this business as a trader to make a few dollars. We all want to start, and then we want to scale capital. And that's exactly what this strategy is designed to do. So let's get into it. I need to cover a quick disclaimer due to the requirements by regulation, and then we're going to get into the meat and show you the type of opportunities that this strategy can present for you. Now, please take a moment to look over the risk disclaimers. It's important to note that I am not your advisor. I am not here to give you advice, and I can't guarantee you any type of performance in the future, or it is not indicative of past results. I know you've probably seen this before, but it's important, especially for automated systems, because we're going to be going over risk and performance results that have been basically a result of this strategy. Okay. Now let's just get right into it. I don't believe in fluff. I don't believe in BS. And I believe that the entire business of trading is about how to make as much money as possible. Now, this is an example of the potential that can be done using automated strategies. We're not here to waste your time. The key here with automated systems is that they're mechanical and they work. You just have to have a really good strategy. And what Arc AI and our team in the R&D department do is our entire mandate is focused on producing profitable trading systems for tens of thousands of traders all over the world. Not even just retail traders, but companies and businesses use our strategies, and they even sell those strategies to their users because of the success that we've been able to obtain. Now, regardless of where you've been, I know that you wouldn't be here if you were making a boatload of money, right? You're watching this video because you're either new, you're struggling, or you have experience, but you're looking to scale bigger alpha. Now, I'm not here to waste your time, right? I know you don't want to waste money, and I guarantee you've probably bought something in the past and you were pissed off because ultimately you have buyer's remorse, right? We've all been there. Buying something, somebody said it was going to work, and then I bought it and it didn't. Well, I assure you that's not the case, right? What we're going to do here is we're going to walk you through what we've been doing for thousands of traders like yourself in how to create consistent, solid performance that repeats on a daily basis, because day trading is about producing a daily income, and we need to make sure that the system is repeating itself on a regular basis so you can extract the opportunity to make money on an ongoing solution. Okay. Now, before I get into the meat, I just need to talk about something that is extremely important. The reason we're talking about automated strategies is because the reality is 90% or more discretionary manual traders will lose all their money. The reason for that is that we get in the way as human beings. We have emotions, we miss trades, sometimes we're not focused, we don't have a trading plan. It's hard to keep track of all the ongoing things that are going on one screen versus the other. And let's face it, not everybody is really great at trading, right? Automation solves every single one of those problems because we can increase the speed and accuracy of the strategies. We can remove your emotions. We can rely on performance data to prove that there's an actual edge in the market. We're not approaching it like a gambler. We actually have historical data that says, hey, this strategy has been doing exceptionally well in the past. It has an edge. Let's trade it forward. It's going to improve your entries, and it's going to create a systematic, mechanical way so that every time you run your business as a day trader, you learn how to set up the strategy, you turn it on, and you just watch it trade. Now, who wouldn't want to do that as long as the edge was present? Now, what makes it different with us is that we don't just provide black box strategies. Black box strategies are terrible. The reason is that you have no control, you have no oversight, you have no way to enhance the performance of the system. You essentially buy somebody's so-called signals, and then next thing you know, you lose a lot of money, and there's a reason for that, because you're buying a black box. What we do is we create the signals, but we have an engine that basically allows you to control your risk management. You can control the stop sizes and the target sizes of your strategy. You can set different targets and filters around how much risk and stops and target based on the type of strategy entries you want to take. And then more importantly, we can block times of the day. Like if you don't want to trade off the open, or if you don't want to trade around news, you have that flexibility. Now, more importantly, we've built in automatic money management so that the software automatically updates your position size and your risk management so you don't have to do it. It's a really big process for a lot of traders to try to do this manually, and it's just one of the reasons why so many traders fail. We solve that problem because it automatically does it for you. Not to mention adding a whole bunch of other components like directional strategies and non-directional strategies. These are all filters that are basically present as the strategy is trading for you. Now let's get into it. What is the CWAP? The CWAP is a trend trading volume band that is plotted dynamically in the market. It's designed to move with real-time flow. It's not a VWAP and it's not a moving average. It is looking at the volume inside of every single candle, and it's plotting a dynamic volume band that will change as the market change. That's what makes this strategy so unique, is that it is designed to be dynamic to whatever is taking place in the market. It automatically plots everything for you. You don't have to do anything other than turn it on, adjust your risk size, and basically let the strategy trade for you. This is ideal for day traders, traders looking to get funded for prop firms. You will not have a shortage of trades because it's a day trading system that's designed to trade on smaller time frames. And then ultimately, you can trade stocks, futures, forex, and even cryptocurrency as long as you have market data on the platform. Now, what's most important about this is it's simple. It's simple to test, it's simple to prove, and it's simple to trade. And it's really, really unique for those of you that don't even have a lot of experience, because it was designed to keep things super simple. Now, let's walk you through some trade examples. You're going to see some examples here on the chart where the market is going to essentially break through a breakout level. These are structure levels in the market. If you're new to trading, just stick around. I promise you this will make sense to you. If you know anything about trading, you're going to know where support and resistance is in the market, right? And ultimately, this blue line is a resistance level, and this red line is a support level. And what we're doing is when we break out of these areas, okay, when we break out of these support and resistance levels, our software is going to plot these automated trend bands based on volume profile. And we're looking at all the volume in the preceding bars leading up to the area. It comes in, it pulls back to the volume, and then bingo, bango, you get a huge opportunity. Here's another trade right here, and etc. Now, the stops and the targets will automatically adapt for you, so you don't have to do anything other than wait for the market to break key levels. And then what it's going to do is it's going to enter the trades automatically for you on the volume bands. The other thing that will be nice for you to pay attention to is we have a trade profit and loss graph here that allows you to track your performance, and it also has a system data lag timer that will watch the speed of your data coming in from the exchange so that you can make sure that you're not trading on any data that's going to be a hindrance to your strategy. Sometimes the data coming in is lagging, and that's in those moments you don't want to have a running strategy. Okay. Now, one thing that's important to note here that makes our system so different is that we have automatic risk management settings built in. The reason for this, I'll give you an example. If we're coming down, we're making a lower pivot, we break the highs, we come back for a trade into the volume band, we take the entry. Now, some bands will have a wide band, right? And then some bands, okay, will have a small band. It really just depends on the volume. And this is what's unique about this strategy is that it's auto adapting to the volume that is present at any given time. And volume is changing every single minute of every single day. And this is exactly why you can't do this as a manual trader. It's impossible without using an algo because you wouldn't be able to calculate that data and be able to know this information. This is where the edge of using automated strategies comes in. Now, the key here is that your risk on this trade would be ultimately larger to smaller stop sizes on bigger bands to smaller bands. The key here is that we're automatically adapting the size of the stops and the size of the targets based off of the volume. So depending on the volume at that time, your entry and your stop loss will automatically adjust for you. You don't even need to think. You just need to set how much money you want to risk per trade and let the algo do its thing. Now let's walk you through a long setup because this is what we call a very, very simple edge. Essentially, as soon as it breaks a structure level, the band is going to find the anchor. It's going to produce the trend band. We're going to get a pullback, and it's going to enter on the touch of the volume band. It's going to place your stop loss, and it's going to automatically place your targets. It's as simple as that. You're not going to have a bunch of complicated indicators on your chart. You're not going to have confusing lines all over confusing you and everything else that goes on in the market. And most importantly, it's not going to take trades unless it meets the exact rules of the system. Let's take a look at a short. Okay, it's the exact same setup, just reversed. Basically, here we get a structure break coming in. As soon as we get a structure break, the software finds the anchor that led to the break of structure. It plots the volume, which is called the CWAP. And the difference between a CWAP and a VWAP is the CWAP is the cluster weighted volume average price, which is looking at the volume on every single bar, and it's looking at the volume clusters, unlike the VWAP, which is just looking at the volume on the total bar. Very different. CWAP is leading, and CWAP is more responsive. It's why you're going to see reactions off the CWAP before VWAP even gets hit. And here's a great example of a clean trade, and it respects it clean all the way. You can see these trades can make you a lot of money as long as you put the risk and management in place and you understand how to turn the software on. Now, I want to show you this. Now remember, as a quick disclaimer, at the time of filming this video, these are the performance that was happening. Now obviously we've got traders that have traded the strategy well before this video was made, and we're going to definitely have traders that are trading the strategy well after this video is made. The whole point is to show you the proof is in the pudding, and the whole point is for you to get in touch with us and move forward with using this system, and we can put you in touch with updated strategy templates and give you the exact settings at any given time when you come into using the software. Now I don't know about you, but if you look at the amount of trades that have been taken over that course of time, you can see the highlighted box here. Everybody that I've ever met in my life in this industry, and I've been trading for a very long time, would do anything to make this type of consistent money. Okay, now take a look at the net profit on a daily basis. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 losing trades in a month and a half. 4 losing days in a month and a half. You can see those here, 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 and here. And I can assure you that the wins are a hell of a lot bigger than the losses. That is what we call alpha. Alpha is what everybody dreams for, meaning a consistent edge that repeats itself on an ongoing basis. It's one thing to have one big winning day like this, but to see the consistency week over week over week, that is what a day trading business is designed to be around. And if you're not doing that, then stick around. I assure you, you're going to want to use this system. Now, one thing that's really important to me is money management. Why? Because I've been teaching traders for a very long time, building systems for the likes of some of the most professional organizations in the business. And the number one thread that ties all the successful traders together is money management. Unlike retail traders, professionals know that money management isn't what makes or breaks the business. The problem is that if you're trading strategies where your stop sizes are changing because the market's changing and the volume is changing, etc., then your position size will be changing. What we've done is we've built an automated risk sizer so that the only thing you need to do literally is say how much you want to risk on every single trade. Let us take care of the rest. If you want to risk $500 on a trade, let the strategy do the rest. If you want to risk $100 on the trade, $50, $1,000, $5,000, whatever the case may be, all you need to do is set your dollar value risk And then the software is going to automatically adapt your trade size on every single trade. Sometimes you'll have maybe less size, sometimes you'll have more size. It all depends on the setup at that time. The other thing that's really cool is that you have the ability to set profit and loss goals and high water marks so that when the strategy's accomplished its goal and it's reached its profit objectives, or it's basically protected your downside risk, it stops trading so that you don't give the money back to the market or you don't put yourself into harm's way by over trading and blowing out an account. This is critical, and this is the number one reason why we've seen so many traders successful with our systems, is because we've implemented these much needed features that enhance your profitability as a systems trader. Now, what I'd like to do is I'd like to go into some demos. I want to show you some examples. I want to show you firsthand what the strategy performance has been for us over the past month, and you can see exactly why we get so excited about this strategy. So what you want to know is that really quickly, you want to see a profit factor over 1 for profitability. Now, this strategy, we took the results over the last month and a half, and it produced over 73% profitability with a 3 profit factor. Now, the key here is that you can take a look at the net profit was about 25 grand and it only lost $1,800. That is a huge profit to net loss ratio that is exceptionally consistent. You can take a look at the likes of the consistency on the profit and loss graphs, and you can see that we're looking for big net profit days. We're looking for cumulative profits. We're looking for net profit on a daily basis to be consistent. We're not looking for just 1 or 2 big trading days and then the rest is like, you're struggling. We want consistency every single day. Now, the reason why we're able to obtain this is because ArcAI and my team of developers and systems architects, we're not just approaching the market like traders. We build market strategies based on data, and we do things that are outside the box that a lot of retail traders aren't able to do. They don't have the experience to do, and they just don't essentially have the coding or the developers to do it because it costs a lot of money to build these systems. And this is why our team is able to hand over that advantage to you. Now, I can assure you, if you're looking to create results for yourself, you want to be aligning yourself with people that can show you this type of consistency. Now, it's important to note that at the time of filming this video, this was the results that we've obtained over the last month and a half. If you're coming to us later, check with us to make sure that we can give you the updated templates, because what we do is we provide the templates for all of our traders that are using the strategies, and we constantly optimize the strategy templates to be keeping things consistent with everybody that's using the strategies. The markets are always adapting, they're always changing, and therefore we always want to make sure that we're providing updated solutions for all of our systems traders. Okay, now what I'd like to do is I'd like to keep my promise. Okay, I felt that this is quite jam-packed into less than 20 minutes. I think I'm about 18 minutes into this presentation. I hope that you've stuck around because I assure you this is the best part, okay? I didn't want to give you some hour-long hocus-pocus fluffy video. You don't have time for that, and no offense, neither do I, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into the next steps. I'm going to get into the pricing. I'm a big believer in saving money. I think that the trading industry is already super expensive, so I'm looking forward to passing on these savings on to you. So let's get into the pricing. I'll show you the value stack. I'll show you all the bonuses that we put together, and I'll show you how you can save thousands of dollars using this strategy. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk through what's included with the system, okay? And the nice thing about us is we're all about transparent pricing. There's no hidden agenda, no complicated structures of discounts and et cetera, et cetera. It's simple as that, right? Our strategy has 2 code bases. We have the signals and we have the core engine. The engine is all the filters and the money management tools that allow us to make the strategy so profitable. And that's the meat of the software and the signals. Now, right out the gates, you can see that's almost $2,000 just for the software signals alone. But what we're going to do is we're going to throw in a bunch of extra bonuses, because as a strategy trader, it's important to know that we've given away a lot of extra key things. The first all is that every strategy that we build, we have a private chat room just for that algo. We don't have one trading room or one chat room for everybody to come, and it's all confusing and it's noisy and it's overwhelming. Systems traders need to be around the systems traders that are using the same strategy. So you're going to be invited into a private Discord group that is only for this strategy. So you'll be able to speak to all the other traders trading this system. You'll be able to share templates, get feedback from them, and be able to communicate with traders using the exact same edge. We believe in very big detailed documentation. The reason for this is that we want to make sure that you understand the strategy and the tools that you're using. And if you have no experience with automated systems or no experience with the trading platform NinjaTrader, which the strategy is designed for, then we can meet with you, we can install it on your computer, and we can give you white glove onboarding service. Now, this is the big one. This is the big kahuna. This one here is what we spend all of our time doing for all of our members, and we build all of the strategy templates so that you don't have to do anything. It's pre-built. You literally purchase the software. You get an email from us. We're going to send you the templates. We're going to welcome you in, and we're going to give you the settings so you can literally start trading as early as tomorrow or on the next open market trading day. We have a free deep dive course that we include. Normally we charge $1,000 for this. We're going to throw it in for free. And then ultimately what we do ongoing is we normally host ongoing live events with our master instructors, myself included, as well as some of the other traders and systems architects. And what we do is we do those private in-house events. It's only for the traders that we sell systems to. And ultimately you're going to get invited to those because they happen on a regular basis. Now, if you were to package all this up, you're looking around $7,000. Not today. We're going to chalk all this off. We're going to take the basic engine, give it to you as an inclusion, and you're literally going to save over 85% off the package. Now, there's no fancy hocus pocus here, guys. It's as simple as that. Software takes money to build. Software takes money to test. We've got a huge team behind making sure these systems are profitable. And the only thing you need to do is save a lot of money and trust the fact that we've done all the heavy lifting for you, okay? Now, you're probably asking, okay, that's great. I really appreciate the presentation. I'm super excited. But what type of guarantee can you offer me? Well, we have what we call a love it or swap it guarantee. ArcAI is one of the largest software development firms in the world on 5 global trading platforms. We have an R&D team. We have a systems architectural team. We build systems for some of the most profitable and consistent businesses and traders all over the world. We have over 100 applications on our website, and I promise you that if you don't love this strategy, for whatever reason, if you're not just, wow, this is the most impressive thing I've ever paid for, then you can go to our website and you can swap it for anything of your choosing of equal or lesser value within 30 days. Means you're not tied into something. I can guarantee you're going to find something on that website that is going to blow your mind if it isn't this already. Okay, so you're not tied into some buyer's remorse. You're not going to have a feeling of, wow, I wish I didn't pay for this. No, because we already know that it's one of the most profitable systems we've ever built. But if you're somebody that just needs that extra, confidence, trust me when I say this, that your best interest is in our view, and we want to make sure that you're taken care of. So that's it. I hope that you've enjoyed this presentation. I want to thank you for giving me a few minutes of your time. And basically, I look to see you on the inside. Take care, traders, and happy trading.